Johnson's got it. He's going to score. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Touchdown, Longview. Longview has taken the lead.
Welcome back to Lobo Stadium, everyone. Eddie Richardson, Johnny Vaughn, Mike Richardson, and Gene Morris with us tonight. 7-3 after one quarter, Johnny.
Well, Lee had some early chances, and their drive stalled out, and they ended up one field goal. And then Longview picks up their score, defensive score, as they pick up a fumble and return it for a touchdown.
2nd and 9, quick pass out to Poole. I believe that's D.
I thought that was Fagans, wasn't it?
Oh, it is Fagans out there to the far side. Picks up about 7 yards on the quick pass to the far side. So we'll call it 3rd down and short, 3rd down and 3 for Longview. Ball inside the 40-yard line of Tyler Lee on their 39. Dakota Anthony back in at the fullback position. High backfield, Robertson under center. Fagans the deep back. 3rd down and 3. Robertson with a handoff, quick pass out, and that is batted down and tipped.
Yeah, it's batted down at the line of scrimmage by their defensive player, which was Bryce Braley, who's already made a significant number of plays in this game.
Well, 4th down and 3, and Longview on the 39, and we know what we've seen a lot of times, not even this close to the goal.
I can't even imagine that Lee's not going to be playing for the fake. I mean, they've played Longview enough that the odds are that Longview's not going to punt this.
Jenkins back. I tell you, it's going to. We'll see here. Got Wilson up as a short back, and it is snapped to Jenkins. Longview will punt it, and that's a nice punt. Down for the coverage, fumble the ball.
They hit.
It's a fumble. That's a touchdown. He threw.
I don't think so. I think they're saying it touched the.
Okay, I guess he said it didn't touch anybody because it should. Oh, it hit the Longview players, what it did, because I knew somebody touched that.
Yeah, I think that what you got to do is you got to put the ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, if you do that, it goes in there, and you. Well, they're as confused as everybody. Yeah, the ball should go to the 20. You're exactly right. Do what?
Now I guess they're going to.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Lee will start from the 20. Illegal touching, or a Longview player touched the ball first and then rolled into the end zone. 1st and 10 for Lee, starting from their own 20-yard line. I formation under center. Condor takes a snap, fumbles it, picks it up, and is hit behind the line of scrimmage. And that time the tackle was made by the outstanding linebacker Anthony Wiley. So Lee loses 4 yards. Ball back to the 16-yard line. 2nd down and 14.
I tell you, that's like 2 or 3 times where Condors had trouble with pulling out with the snap, and he fumbled that and picked it up. They still lose 4 yards.
Diop Johnson, Anthony Wiley, both players have been injured this year, and they're in there at linebacker now, the seniors for Longview. Hand off that time to Wallace. He cuts up the middle. Well, that's a good defensive play again, Mike and Johnny, but that's sophomore Jalen Porter. That had potential for a big game.
Jalen Porter came down the line and grabbed LaQuintus Wallace, and he did pick up yardage, but it looked like it was going to pick up a lot.
3rd down and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage, so big play for Lee here. Got 2 receivers split to each side. 9:52 left, 2nd quarter. 7-3 Longview leading Tyler Lee. Now Wallace moves to the near side, back in pass formation, looks up the field, throws up the field, and the ball is caught, and it's going to be a 1st down, and that's a nice play and a good catch by Wallace that time. And that's a big play for Tyler Lee to get a 1st down deep in their own territory.
Well, that's a good play by Condor. He came off the receivers that he was looking at, and it was the safety valve to Wallace, and hit him right on the run, and he made a good throw, and it ends up with a nice play for them, the first down.
1st and 10 for Lee on Longview's, on their own 37-yard line. Condor back in the gun. 2 backs at either side. He takes a snap, hands off this time to Wallace. Wallace picks up about 3. Tackle made again. The tackle made that time also by Cornelius Williamson, along with Anthony Wiley. Anthony Wiley been in on a lot of plays so far for Longview. 2nd down, 7. Wallace again back with 2 backs to the far side. He fakes the handoff, and now he's hit behind the line, and I think we're going to have a holding penalty, but a swarm of Lobos stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
There's 2 flags thrown.
Holding Tyler Lee. Yeah, that's just both. Let's see where that ball is marked. I think Longview probably going to take this though and move it back.
Well, they lost yardage.
They did. It'd be 3rd. Well, let's see where the ball is actually.
10. So I don't know.
They did refuse it. Yeah, 3rd down. The ball will be spotted at the 38-yard line. So they'll need 3rd down and 8. And now we see for Longview, DeMarcus Latham, the outstanding sophomore linebacker. He's in a lot of speed and quickness on his part, and he's got a lot of playing the last 5 games or so. From the gun, the snap, the fake. Looks upfield, throws deep, the receiver down there, but just a little overthrown as he had a step on Longview that time, got behind Quail Darden. A good pass, but just a little overthrown, so Longview dodged a bullet there.
Condor unloaded that too quick.
Yeah.
It was the, I guess he felt pressure, but if he'd have waited just a second and thrown the same pass, Huffsticker was behind Longview's secondary. That could have been a big play.
4th down and 8. Joe Brown back to receive the punt for Longview, standing on his own 30-yard line. Snap is back. The rugby-style kick, and he kicks a nice kick over Joe Brown's head. It will go and roll inside the 10, inside down to the 5-yard line. So that's an outstanding kick that time for Tyler Lee. 57-yard punt.
I mean, these rugby-style kicks are designed that you take 3 or 4 steps, you kick them end over end, and they are supposed to roll. This guy's done it twice. He kicked a spiral. It goes. I mean, it looks better than a straight-on kick.
Now Longview deep in their own territory, so we'll see if they can move it out of there with 7:55 left in the 2nd quarter and leading 7-3.
Now you want to protect the ball down in your own territory first thing.
Robertson under center, takes a snap, drops back. Longview going for the home run, and they throw up the field, throw it deep down the field, and that's good, outstanding coverage down there that time for Tyler Lee.
That's nice coverage on the part of Bryson Simon. As he had Poole covered the entire way, and that really just had almost 0 chance of being completed because of the great coverage.
A good throw by Robertson. He does have a strong arm, but as you said, that was great coverage. So let's call it 2nd down and 10. Tomlinson checking in for Longview. Blaine Tomlinson, he is flanked to the far side. Olson in now. Longview will run out of the 2 tight end set. High back. Handoff up the middle. Fagan's up the middle. Picks up about 3.
A play that time again right at the line of scrimmage. Bryce Braley makes the hit. That guy's been on a lot of plays, Eddie.
Yeah, he sure has. He's doing an outstanding job there at his nose position. A senior nose guard, 237 pounds, and he's really, as you said, made some good plays. So big 3rd down for Longview, 3rd down and 7, ball on their own 9-yard line. Snap back to Robertson, throws the ball up the field. What a catch made by D.T. Jackson. Boy, an outstanding throw and a even better catch. Jackson brought down quickly by Cortland Browning, but man, that was a bullet out there, and Jackson really went up and made a great snag.
D.T. Jackson with his second reception of the night. That was an out route, and the coverage was a little off, but the throw was high, and then D.T. went up and pulled it in, made a good catch, good play.
2 receivers to the far side, Tomlinson and Poole. Robertson under center in the I formation. Here's the snap, the handoff to Fagans, and Fagans again breaks through the first line of tacklers, picks up about 4. Good job up front once again that time by the outstanding senior, C.J. Green. Tackle was made that time again by that man, Johnny Braley, for Tyler Lee.
Yep, he continues to make plays for them.
One back this time, Anthony with Robertson in the gun. 2 receivers to the far side. Second down, that's going to be another penalty, another false start, and Longview just cannot keep from killing themselves on these penalties, these offside penalties. Well, you'd think by the 9th game of the year that you'd be able to have those things eliminated.
Well, plus that wasn't even on a long count.
No.
That's what even makes it a stranger play. I mean, it was like probably the second sound, and they snapped the ball, and we moved before that. So
move the ball back 5 yards, right on the 21-yard line. Back to second down and 10. Receiver to wide to each side, I formation under center. Robertson hands off quickly up the middle, and there's Anthony, breaks through and picks up about 8. Well, no, excuse me, picks up. He did get the first down, actually, I believe. Let's see where they mark it. I think they're going. It's going to be close enough for it is a first down. I thought they were going to measure it. That's a quick handoff there, right up the middle by Dakota Anthony in a quick burst, and picks up a first down.
We broke an arm tackle right at the line of scrimmage. He pulled forward and then ends up picking up 10 for the first down. It's a good play by Dakota Anthony.
First and 10, ball on Lee's 31. Robertson takes a snap, right up the middle he comes, picks up about 2.
Yeah, that
looks like about 2 yards. Good play that time by the Lee defensive front.
A trap play, not a lot of running room then. Petey picked up a couple of yards and did good to get those.
Game moving right along here. 5 minutes of this. Longview will take the snap this time with under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter and a 7-3 lead at this time. Second down, 7. 1 receiver to the far side. That's Joe Poole. Longview again out of the I formation. Snap back to Robertson. Fakes the handoff. Rolls. Now the throw back to the far side. And there's Anthony. Picks it up. Moves down the field. And he's got some running room and knocked out. 5-yard line. A good pass, good catch by Dakota Anthony, and a big first down for Longview.
That's just the screen play that they look right and come back to the left. And, you know, I think if you look back over the years, Longview runs the screen is about as good as any high school team. I mean, they just are almost always effective with their screens.
Same formation, I backfield. Robertson with a handoff up the middle, and there goes Fagans through. Picks up good yardage, picks up about 4, almost 5 yards.
Fagans on the carry.
Tackle made on the play that time. Johnny Tolis getting his first start this year. Wesley Shellmeyer. Little inside information that he got, and he makes the tackle on that play after a gain of, actually call it 5, second down and 5 for Longview. Now Tyler Lee is using their third timeout of the first half. 7-3 Longview leading, 4:15 left second quarter. Back with more in 1 minute. They're down inside the 40-yard line of Tyler Lee. As we said, so far a very quick first half. 4:15 left. Longview holding on to a 7-3 lead. Once again, the I formation under center. Robertson takes a snap, handoff again to Fagans. He's got the first down and keeps churning those legs and moving down the field. Another outstanding block leading the way that time by C.J. Green.
A lot that time they just moved Lee out of there, just a gaping hole, and the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 for Longview on the 27-yard line. Fagans once again up the middle. That time there's nothing there. The defensive front with a good play made that time defensively. John Kemp was the first one there, the linebacker, and he got help also from Mitchell Moorhead. Call it a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. 3:33 second quarter. Two receivers to the far side, Tomlinson and Poole. Longview in the spread this time. Robertson, Devine in motion. Now he sets to the far side. Robertson rolls to the right, the throwback, and this is going to be a run by the offensive lineman. We've seen it before. Spencer Borens, the senior. And now, gosh, we saw that a couple of years ago with great success. Chris Knighton. And boy, that's a huge play, and more importantly, it's going to be close. It is a first down.
He picks up the first down for the Lobo.
Borens, his first catch ever, I guess.
Well, what a play for that senior on senior night. More importantly, it gives Longview a big first down. Inside the 20, Longview with 2:58 left, clock running, second quarter. 17-yard line. Handoff to Fagans. Up the middle again. He busts through. Boy, that's a great job again, guys. Outstanding blocking by Hank Torres, C.J. Green. Opened up that hole there. And I tell you, give credit also to Dakota Anthony. Made a good block, as he normally does from that fullback position. Longview taking it right at Tyler Lee right now. 2nd down, 5. Same formation, handoff Fagans again up the middle. This time he has stopped. Little or no gain. I don't think there'll be a gain on that play. Good play once again up front. Braley in on that tackle, along with Camp and Austin Campbell, the two linebackers for Lee.
Third down, 5.
Yeah. They said 4, looks more like 5, but Longview's probably going to run it down here and then take a time. They are. So Longview's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be about 1:40 left, and we'll be back with more here on the Ranch 104.1 in 1 minute.
John Tyler up 14-0 in the second quarter, and Henderson has gone ahead of Gilmer 14-7.
Wow. Good games everywhere, and we've got a good one here. 7-3 Longview leading. 3rd down. Longview needs 4. The ball on the 11-yard line. Robertson, there's a delayed draw once again up the middle. He's going to pick up close. He did get the first down. I believe he got it by half a yard or so. Looks like it. It's going to be close. Let's see. Maybe I might have been a little premature.
And a lot of this just depends on where they spot it.
Yeah, it looks like he's might. You know, when you used to have a play and you were close, you pick the ball up, throw it across the field to the far official over there. You used to never move the ball until it was until you brought the chains out. Anyway, it's going to be close. It's either going to be a first down or 4th and real short for Longview, and it is going to be 4th and short, about 2 or 3 inches. So Longview, I feel certain, will go for they're going for it. They're going to bring in 2 extra tight ends on this 4th down play.
Well, what you don't want to do is jump or move on the offensive line. You got to stay set and then
go on that first count.
I'd
put Robertson under center and do what we've normally done in this situation and let him plunge forward.
I mean, P.U. Robertson, if you get right down to it, is probably nearly as big as anybody on Lee's defense. So.
Right. Well, 4th and short, here we are. Big play for both teams. Robertson under center, takes a snap, he goes up and he picks up the first down inside the 5-yard line. Good call and a good play by Longview up front, and a nice job by P.D. Robertson. Timeout, don't think it'll really come into play, but Longview would like to burn this. Well, they'll take a touchdown any way they can get it if they can. Call it first and goal. Ball spotted just on the 5-yard line. 1 minute 8 seconds and the clock running here in the second quarter. Longview leads 7-3. I formation, Robertson under center. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, and there's a receiver in the end zone. Coach King and a nice executed play. Jumped out to a 10-point attempt to come.
That's play action pass out of a too tight set, and Devine was wide open in the end zone, and P.D. Robertson delivered it to him. Tyler Lee's defense fooled on the play.
Tomlinson to hold. Jenkins to attempt the extra point. Snap back, perfect snap, perfect kick, and Longview has a 14. Back with more here on the Ranch 104.1, 1 minute. Longview stretched their lead with a big touchdown there, Johnny.
16-play, 95-yard drive. Impressive drive by the Lobos, a touchdown. A 5-yard P.D. Robertson to DeMarsha Devine pass play. 14-3 Longview, 54 seconds to go in the half.
Jenkins lined up to kick off for Longview. He does approach it, gets a nice kick. It's going to go 2 yards deep in the end zone. Lee will attempt to run it out. Runs up the middle and breaks a couple of tackles. Now brought down at the 20-yard line. Tackle made that time for Longview on the special teams by Larry Thomas. So 46 seconds, what do you think here? I don't see, they've had a couple guys open deep. You just mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised they don't try that right here.
Well, we'll see. They don't have any timeouts left.
Yeah,
so I think if you're going to throw the ball, you probably do take the chance of going deep. But the problem, you give the ball back to Longview with pretty good field position if you throw 3 incompletions.
Out of the gun, the handoff to run out that time by Quintus Wallace, and he runs out of bounds out of a pickup of about 4. Second down and 6. Good play that time for Longview. Keithan Barkins, junior lineman, forced him out of bounds. Second down, 6. Condor calls a play. Now he steps back, throws the ball up the field. It's down there, and it's completed out of bounds. And a first down for Tyler Lee. Pass completed to Marquise Mosley.
Mosley just a deep out route. And, of course, Longview playing off to the fact that they don't want to get beat. And it was open, picks up a first down. They got a long way to go in a short time to get there with no timeouts.
Well, if Longview can keep them from getting the first down and make the tackle inside the lines, and that clock will keep running. That's what they love to do. 3 receivers split to this side. Outstanding receiver Edwards to the near side. Now he looks, he's flush from the pocket, runs out of the pocket, throws up the field down there, and it is caught down in Longview territory inside the 40 down to the 35-yard line. So Lee in 3 plays has moved the ball right up the field.
You know, that was the big one there. Is
22 seconds.
Till they move the chains, and so they're going to be able to snap this and get this.
See if they just try to kill it here, and they do. That's a good play by Lee. So they move right up, 20 seconds left, and now they're down deep inside Longview territory at their 35. Longview making a substitution defensively. Coming in is Cameron Jones. Play linebacker safety. Nakia Brown also in for Longview. Jordan Burton back in. Condor, the long back, in the gun. He'll take the snap. He does get it. Looks down the field. He's pressured just a little bit. Looks up the field. Throws down in the end zone. Batted away and, almost intercepted. And almost a touchdown. That was an outstanding play to knock that away by Nakia Brown, Johnny, or that could have been sick right there.
They were going into the end zone trying to get it to Marquise Mosley, but the ball was batted away, and then Longview had a chance for an interception and used 7 seconds on the clock there. So
down to 13 seconds now. 3 receivers split to the far side for Lee, 2 to the near side. Condor back about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Longview in there prevent. Takes a snap, quick pass out there, and that, don't understand that at all.
That's a crazy play there.
And that will end the first half. I do not understand as just the quick slant. This quarter's over. This half is over. Wow. Well, it's a great half. 14-3. Here on the Ranch 104.1 after this 2-minute timeout.